EmEz. Tuned into the Sitdown Live with EmEz each and every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:15.
You liked it. You liked it. Tell me you liked it. Come on. All right, we live. It's your guy EmEz. Thank you for joining us this evening on the YouTube Live. Tonight we will be talking to Armando Pantoja. I think I said that correctly. He's a businessman, entrepreneur. He knows about stocks, bitcoins, crypto, and all that. It's something that I am not very well versed in, so I wanted to make sure I had someone that had some expertise in the situation to help y'all out. I know tax season is upon us. Everybody's talking about stimulus checks, all this money you're about to have, and you don't know how to spend it. Unless you're trying to go buy some hot cars and money, things that will depreciate in value, this is where you need to be. He's going to help you out. Let's get Armando in the building, please.
How's it going, guys?
Armando, thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
First and foremost, tell everybody, I guess, your story and your credentials on why you believe you're the person we need to be talking to this evening about this financial literacy.
Okay, so my background is actually in technology, computer science. Mm-hmm. But I've worked on in the past. I've won awards for tech, what's called fintech, financial technology. Mm-hmm. I've been in that about 6-7 years right now. And I've worked a lot with cryptocurrency. I actually have my own cryptocurrency called Higher Match. It's a niche cryptocurrency that's built for the recruitment industry. It's like I said, I've been in this since 2011, 2012. Bitcoin actually came out in 2009. What drew me into it is that at the time I was in grad school, right? I was studying software security. Now, cryptocurrency, that's why it's called crypto, right? Because it's encrypted currency. So I was studying at the time cryptology, which is what Bitcoin is based on. And it just interested me, man, because, in those early days, having a currency based on that type of technology was interesting to me. So I was one of the earliest people to get into it, and like I said, I've been doing this for a while, especially with the stocks. Like I wrote stock applications in the past. I've won awards for it. Benzinga is one of the honorable mentions I got for doing it. And like I said, I've been doing this for a while. So
that's dope. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what is the most surprising amount of money you've won, or not won, or collected in a stock or crypto or Bitcoin at one time?
I made over 100,000 several times.
Several times.
On different options, right? And people, like I said, I used to post my trades on Instagram last year, and people saw me do it because I would post when I bought it and when I sold it. So it's not like some of these people that come out later and say, "Look, this is what I got in the stock market." Last year, what I was doing is that when I was building up my profiles, I wanted people to know that I knew what I was talking about. So I would post when I buy it, right? The day I buy it, I said, "Look, I'm buying this stock. It's going to this price." And then 4 or 5 days later, it would go to that price, right? And people would be like, "Oh man, this dude knows what he's talking about."
Is that illegal?
But I did that for about a year. It's not illegal because I'm just sharing my trades. They have platforms where you can copy somebody's trades completely. Now I can't pump a stock. I can't do that. But I can share my trades with people. That's not illegal. Like there's platforms out there called copy trades, right? Where you can have somebody go in there, somebody that you know and trust, and you could copy all of their trades exactly. It's the same concept.
So now, if a person like me, right, I got a 401k, should I still be investing in the stock market as well?
So the way I see 401k is that's your retirement, right? That's something completely different. You should manage that differently. You should manage that over the, however old you are, 30, 40 years in the future. That's how you should manage it, long-term growth, right? What we do in the stock market is we try to build, an income through the stock market, when we trade on our own accounts. Now, that's like safe money. We can't bother that, right? Because that's money that's going to grow over time. But with the stocks and options, we're trying to create like income, something that we can, it's more short-term gain. Mm-hmm. So those are two different things.
So how much how do I ask the question that makes sense? How much of my paycheck should I invest?
Now, that's a hard question, right? Because the thing about it is people's situations are different, right? Because I can tell, let's say I told you, I don't know what you make, but let's say I told you hey man, invest $1,000, right? You're like, man, I'm worth $20 million. That's not enough. That's not enough for me. That's
okay. I'm gonna give you a roundabout
right?
situation, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna. This is not exactly what I make. I'm just gonna give you a roundabout. So say I'm making about $75,000 to $80,000 a year. And I've got one child, and I own a house in Jersey.
So it would depend on your situation still, right? I don't know what your bills are. To actually give somebody an amount they should invest, you have to know their whole profile.
Gotcha.
But the rule of thumb is invest what you can afford. If you lose, if I got a set amount of money, right, in my paycheck, let's say you make $2,000 a week. You say, well, if I lose $500 a week, it wouldn't bother me, right? That's just money I was gonna, save anyway. Mm-hmm. So invest that amount, what you can afford to lose, whatever it is for you.
Mm. Okay, so
it could be 100,000, it could be 5,000. I don't know, but it's up to you to come up with that number.
My friend was telling me about trade and swings. I forget the word he used. Swing trading. What are the downfalls and pitfalls into that situation? And can you explain what those?
Now, swing trading is when you hold a stock over multiple days, right? You're waiting for a swing in the stock or a price. Or maybe if the price went down to a certain level and you're expecting it to come back, or the price is just constantly going up and you're going to make money as it goes up. It means you're going to hold a stock for multiple days and get rid of it. Now, the pitfalls of that is that you can't control what happens at night with a stock, right? You buy a stock today and you're going to swing trade it and it's doing good today, and then at night they can come out with some news, or the government could say something, shut down like they did with GameStop. They could shut trading down, and now by the time you wake up in the morning, you can't get your money back. So that's the pitfalls. But you have to be able to manage those risks, right? You can't just, you have to have certain, things in place to manage that or understand the risk. And there's a lot of things you could do, to manage that.
Now, this whole GameStop situation and the spike in the GameStop, can you explain in layman terms what they did to force the stock to go up, and why was the stock market so against what happened with GameStop?
Okay, so GameStop, to be honest, GameStop's a failing company.
Yes, like Blockbuster.
Like Blockbuster, but for games. If people don't realize that, it's a failing company. It should have been the price it was. Even though it's coming back now, it actually should be lower. But what happened is that the mutual funds and the banks, they saw an opportunity to get the stock down and make money off what's called shorting. Shorting is when you make money off the decline of a stock, right? So that means let's say, for example, if I think a stock's going down, I take a reverse position. I don't, most commonly we make money as stocks go up. But what you can do is that if you short a stock, let's say GameStop's at $100, right? You say, look, I want to short this stock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow one share and I'm going to instantly sell it. So now I got $100 in my pocket, right? But I owe somebody, normally the brokerage or whatever, I owe them a share of GameStop back. They don't care what the price is. They just want their share back.
Yeah. Right.
So what I'm hoping I can do is wait till it drops to $50, use that money in my pocket, take $50 out of that $100 I got, buy that stock back and give them back their stock. And we're all even, right? They're happy because they got their share back. I'm happy because now I got $50 extra in my pocket because when I got it at 100, I sold it instantly, put that $100 cash in my pocket, waited for it to drop, bought it back, and gave them their stock back. So I'm okay. But in that situation, what do you have to do? You got to buy it back because you owe them people a stock.
Yeah, you owe them that.
So that's the problem, is that you got to get it back. So if a stock's dropping, sometimes they get greedy and just say, nah, it's going lower, it's going lower, it's going lower. Then if it turns around some kind of way, that's what causes a short squeeze. You got all these people who thought the stock was going to go all the way down that are now forced to buy it back. In the market, they see that as a regular buy, just like any other buy. So it drives the price of the stock back up. That's a short squeeze.
Gotcha. Now, there's a couple questions that are coming in the chat room. Let me get to those. Should we invest in Capo Coin?
It's a lot of coins out there. I hadn't even heard of that one.
Gotcha. Next one.
That's like 3,000, 4,000 coins out there. So
how do options and contracts work?
All right, we can say I could do this real quick, right? And this is a story that I use a lot on my classes, right? Is that like most people understand how the layaway program works, right?
Yes.
So when you go before Christmas, it was popular when I was a kid. My mom didn't have a lot of money.
Oh, listen, so me too. I know the layaway stories all day long, baby. Like, yes, yeah. I do. I get you. I know.
So let's say it's Christmas time, right? And I'm a young hustler, right? And I got $500 in my pocket. Right now, I'm trying to think. How can I flip this money? You know, I know every year there's a Christmas toy that comes out. Every year it's a hot toy. So if I buy the toy, I can sell it before Christmas and double my money, right? So he's thinking, he's like, these new bikes come out. He sees everybody going crazy. He's like, man, all I got to do is buy these bikes for $50 and then sell them for $100 when Christmas comes. Because I'm almost certain that the price is going to go up. I'm certain. Yeah. So then he thinks a little farther. He says, well, I really don't have to control the bike. If I go get them bikes, I got $500 in my pocket. I could buy 10 bikes, bring them to my garage, and then try to sell it for. Now I gotta have the bikes. I got all that risk. So what I can do is, what I can do is I can just put the bikes on layaway. Like that's the same difference. I got control of them, and I could probably with $500, I could put 100 bikes on layaway.
Oh, okay.
Right? Instead of Okay. So now the price goes up to 100, right? Like what I thought. And now I never own the bikes. I own layaway slips, which were contracts between me and Walmart or whatever that says I got control of that bike to Christmas. So now I think again, well, I don't want to go pick all them bikes up, man. I can't do that. That's too much work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the slips to somebody else. So this slip guarantees you could buy that bike at $50. Even though the bike's right now, the market price of the bike's $100. So I put it on Craigslist. I said, look, man, I'll give you these slips. You give me $80, right? And I'll give you the slip. So you pay me, you pay me $30. I give you the slip. You take that addition, you take it into Walmart, you pay an additional $50. You still getting the bike for lower than the face value, right? So I got 6 times my money because I use layaway instead of buying the bikes outright. That's what options are. Instead of buying the stocks outright, you basically put them on layaway.
Is that what niggas is doing with the PlayStation 5?
Same thing. PlayStation 5 or option. It's the same thing. When you take out an option on a stock, it's the same thing as taking out a pre-sale on a PlayStation. Same thing. And then instead of selling the actual PlayStation, you sell the card or whatever they give you. The agreement that says that you sell that to somebody else. You never touch the PlayStation. It's the same thing with stocks. You never touch the stocks.
That's crazy. I got Armando in the building. He's talking to us about stocks and everything else like that. It's a great conversation. Another question that came through is, what is PWUT? Can you answer that?
PWUT, I don't know what that is. What is that? Is that a stock?
Again, this is a question. I'm in your world. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what that is. So I don't know what that is. Somebody has to say it. It seems like a stock or something. I don't know what that is.
Okay, let's go.
Like a lot of people come at me with these stocks. I don't know every stock. It's hard to keep up with everything. So
now, why is crypto so big at the moment? How did that surge happen, and why is it still continuing to happen? And why is it on the?
Now, the thing about crypto is it's a predictable cycle. At the beginning of the year on my Instagram, I told everybody this would happen, right? And people wasn't listening or whatever. Then it started to happen, and people listen. There's a 4-year cycle in crypto. And especially I want to talk about Bitcoin because everybody knows about Bitcoin. Okay. Bitcoin is hard. Bitcoin is software, right? And the thing about it, nobody controls it. Nobody owns it. It's not like a stock. Nobody on earth has control of Bitcoin. It's separated.
Question.
People have little.
Let me stop you here. Does that make Bitcoin less solid than a normal bank or something like that? Because if no one it's actually the reverse. It makes it more solid. How?
Because no one person can control it. No one person can control it. No one person can shut it down. Nobody can reverse your transactions. If it's distributed all over the world. So people get Bitcoin for hosting what's called a node. They have a computer or a strong computer, and that's a part of the network. So they get money for that. So, a little bit of money to host one of the, let's call them servers, host one of the servers. That servers all over the world. So in that case, if let's say a bomb drops on the U.S., destroys a bunch of servers, servers all over the world, it's not going to go down. You see what I'm saying? So it's distributed all over the planet. So it actually makes it more safe. It actually makes it more secure. Because in order for a Bitcoin transaction to take place, is what has to happen is what's called consensus. Most of the nodes have to agree that this is a true transaction. You see what I'm saying? So by it's like Wikipedia, by spreading it out among all over the world, it actually makes it more secure and more, more efficient.
Wow. See, I thought it was the opposite. Thank you. See, that's one now I understand why it's why the banks wouldn't want that to be the currency we use, because they can't control it.
They can't. Nobody can control it now. It's impossible.
Got you.
That's why the banks are fair.
Going back into the comment section, someone says, "What about CNC?"
CNC? Yeah. Oh, that's the group that I run. It's closed down right now for new admissions.
Oh,
It's a trade group that I have. I don't, right now it's closed down. We got it kind of full right now. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, it'll be back up pretty soon.
got you. Now, if I wanted to open up like a crypto coin, is that possible, or do I have to be?
Yeah, you can do it tonight.
The process of opening up a crypto coin.
You can do it tonight. It's easy to do now. But the problem is that it has to have a use case, right? Nobody's going to buy it. You probably get people to buy it.
What is use case?
All right. Use case means that the coin has to be for something. It has to have some kind of value behind it. Because what if I create a Mondo coin right now? What is it? It has to be a reason for that coin to exist. Otherwise, it has no value. But all you got to do is there's people on Fiverr, and the Fiverr is a website that you can hire people to do stuff. Fiverr, and somebody will create a coin for you for like $50 tonight, and you can have your own coin. Everybody could, But like I said, it doesn't have any value because you have to have a reason for it. Like right now, it's the same thing with money. Let's say on my computer printer here, I could print out a bunch of Mondo dollars with my face on it. It's not worth anything. You see what I'm saying? You can create things all the time, but they're not worth anything until you create value behind it. So that's where the value comes from. Okay. And all value is everybody has to agree that it has value, like anything else in the world. When a lot of people agree that this has value, it has value.
Gotcha. All right, I got a couple more questions I got to get to. I'm going to refill my drink. Let's play these commercials. Armando, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. Let's play some commercials. We come right back. Everybody in the chat, I'm going to get to your questions and all that. It's a Sit Down Live with EmEz. Let's go to break.
Beginning my first year of college definitely wasn't easy, especially when it came to money. Luckily, I found the Blender platform. I was able to create an interest-free private borrowing account with my family. They were able to fund my account with money whenever I requested it. Withdrawals were easy. Having that safety net credit line definitely took the fear out of being far away from home. Try the Blender platform. Maybe it can help you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, to Sit Down Live with your guy EmEz. I got Armando in the building. We were talking about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and everything else like that. We also talked about stocks. Let's get Armando back in the room. Armando, how's everything?
How's it going? I'm fine.
Huh?
I'm fine. And you?
Oh, I can't complain.
Having a great time.
I want to ask you, where's the question? Hold on. I'm sorry that I keep looking down at my phone, but this is a world I know nothing about. I want to make sure I have the correct jargon and stuff. Both crypto and stock question. What is a bull bear market?
All right. So a bull market means that the stocks are going up. A bear market means it's going down. The way it came to be is the way that these animals fight, right? So if you think about how a bull fights, it gets you with its horns and it throws you in the air. That's up. A bear will throw you to the ground and maul you down there. That's down. So a bear market means it going down. The bull market means the stocks are going up.
I guess it's as simple as it seems. We're looking for a deeper meaning. Thank you for that clarification.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
So now I'm looking in the comments. A lot of people have some negative comments to say about you. Is there anything you want to talk about?
I'll talk about it. I don't care. So I have this group, right? So and it was actually my fault, So it's a group called the CNC. I'll tell you,
and I respect that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure, you can't affect this many people and not have somebody, angry at you. This is going to happen. So you can't please everybody, right? So it's a group that I run called the CNC. Awesome. And that's what it is, right? So it's some people out there that are angry because they feel like that they didn't get their money's worth, right? And the thing about that community, it's a community that I run. I'm not part of it. I don't do anything, but a lot of people saw that the gains I made last year in the stock market, and they felt like they should make those gains by joining that group, but that group wasn't meant for that. So like I said, I'll take responsibility for it. Maybe I marketed it wrong, but when you log into the site, it says that's what it's for. And people got confused right now because I take responsibility. Maybe I should have marketed it different. But that's like I said, it's only a few people. It's a very few amount of people, right? So most people are okay with it. And like I said, you can't affect this year, 15,000 people went through my classes over the last year, right? So 99% of them are okay, 100%. You can't affect that many people's lives. Somebody's gonna be mad or angry, about something, and that's just how it is, And I try to, I try to make sure, we always we make sure that these people are, taken care of or whatever. But you're just gonna make some people angry, and that's okay. That's just part of it,
Is there
But
is there a disclaimer to working with you? And when I say working with you, I mean like a customer or a client. Is there not everything may work? You're just taking a chance just because I said it could work doesn't mean it has to work. Is there some kind of
to be honest, if you look at my profile, I've made people hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years for free. Nope, I've charged anything. I've charged nothing. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And like I said, most people will agree to that. I've changed people's lives and didn't charge nothing. So, and then it's $30 a month. You join this chat room, and some people got, a few people felt like they should have gotten, $100,000 for joining a $30 chat room. And like I said, it doesn't work like that. But like I said, if you just listen to my lives, I go live every Sunday. Every single Sunday, I give a gem that makes people a lot of money. Every single Sunday. You see what I'm saying? Every Sunday.
You have to be constantly Sunday live?
Yeah. Yeah. And you can ask people, man, for a year and a half, every single week, I've given people stocks that made them constant money, right? Every single year, for an entire year and a half. I may have missed 3 stocks in a year and a half, right? And like I said, some people got paid the $30. That's all free, right? I do that for free. I don't even charge people. I go on live on Instagram, give people. So I said, look, man, if you want, I got a community here of people that like-minded people, and you want to join up, you can join, right? That's all it says. That's what it says when you sign up. It's a community for like-minded people. So some of those people joined and expected me to give them stocks, just give it to them, right? Extra stocks that are more than I already give. That wasn't part of the agreement.
Okay, I got a question because my best friend, he's the person that put me on to you. Shout out to Manny, shout out to Rosado Plumbing. If you need plumbing in the tri-state area, go see my guy Manny Rosado Plumbing. He speaks in the same lingo you speak of with these, and it circles around in my head. But he also always says nothing is guaranteed. Even if I give you this stock, just because I feel it's gonna do numbers, doesn't mean it has to do numbers. Always go into it's like gambling, he says. It's like Russian roulette, like playing dice, playing CeeLo. It's you gotta understand what you're getting yourself into. Why do you feel like people don't understand that when they're dealing with you?
I don't know, man. Like, the thing about it is that the reason why I stopped posting my trades, remember I told you last year I was 93% right for an entire year. I post what I buy and post what I sell. The reason why I stopped is because whenever I was wrong, I had so much, a flack coming back at me. People would call my number. I don't even know how they got my number. They would panic. They would completely panic. So I stopped putting my my trades online because of that. Because like I said, you could be wrong 99% of the time, but if you're wrong once, people go nuts. And that's part of the problem, is that they want you to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I constantly, in everything I talk about, I preach risk management. I preach risk management more than anybody on Instagram, because I know you have to constantly manage risk. And I always tell people, every time I talk online, I say, you have to do your due diligence, and you have to go and make sure that because you don't know if I know what I'm talking about. You have no idea. You can't listen to some dude on Instagram, even me. So you need to go check it, make sure I know, you make sure you validate what I'm saying. I say that every single week. And people, that flies over people's heads, some people. And they expect you to be 100% right all the time. So when you're wrong, they go crazy. And I don't think it's anywhere around it. It's just how some people think,
Got you. Listen, Armando, I appreciate you for coming on my platform and explaining yourself and explaining the journey you took to get to this place where you're at now. I believe that if there's anyone that has anything specifically to deal with Armando, I think that might be a personal problem. If you invested money that you didn't have at the time, he very, very clearly at the beginning of this interview said, invest what you can afford to invest. So there's a lot of people that's got a lot of things to say about Armando, and I hope you got I hope you expressed what you wanted to Armando, but I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole anymore, because I feel like there's a disclaimer to a lot of these things, and you know what you're getting yourself into.
That's what I'm saying.
For the most part.
That's what I'm saying. And you're gonna lose some along the way. That's how life is. You're not gonna be perfect, So you got to understand, loss happens along the way. And like a lot of, the vast majority of people who follow me understand that 95%. But it's that few that cause all the problems, right? Because they're the loudest ones. So I mean, they can, I can't do anything about that,
Okay, all right. So before we go, I want to ask you for a tip. I know I'm not gonna be one of the people that be like, oh man, you gave me a tip and it didn't work. Don't worry about it. Just give me a direction or way I should go if I had, let's just say, $2,000 I wanted to spend on anything.
See, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you, I cannot tell you what to buy and sell. I'll tell you what I'm doing. Right? That's what I always start out saying.
Okay.
People,
You went mute. You went mute. I can't hear you.
Am I mute now?
Oh, there you go. That was so funny.
Sorry.
The minute he was about to give you the fucking the thing, the name changed, went mute. Oh my God. Well,
Yeah. So like I said, I can't tell you what to buy and sell. I can't do that. But what I'm
again.
Yeah.
Again, you went mute. You're doing this on purpose, God. That's you.
What is this?
As
What's
soon as you're
going
about to
on?
give me the name, it goes mute. Don't do that. Come on. Hello?
Oh, yeah.
Is he gone?
No. I'm not home. Okay, so you hear me?
There you go. Yes, you are. Yes.
So I'm looking at travel.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't understand. Yeah. What about you? Hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm focused on travel stocks right now because you got to put yourself where we're going to be in 6 months. That's how I've been pretty successful over the last year, 2 years, is that you got to say where are we at today and where we're going to be at 6 months from now. Well, we know that the pandemic is lifted. We know that eventually people are going to want to travel again. So people got a lot of pent up travel inside of them and they want to get out and travel. So these hotel stocks, these cruise stocks, airline stocks, all are going to do well in the next 6 months, right? And it's almost, I'm not saying that do what I say, but it's almost it's almost obvious that that's going to happen. It's almost obvious.
Common sense to me. That's common sense to me. Yeah.
Common sense. A lot of times all you got to do is use common sense. Put yourself 6 months from today. What is life going to be like 6 months from now? And then figure out what stocks are going to do well based on that life. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Armando, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Let everybody tuned in know how to be a part of your Instagram, how to tune into the lives, and how to be a part of the class that you're selling. All
right. So, yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, it's Tall Guy Tycoon, TallTycoon. I'm sorry, TallGuyTyoon. Right? It's Tall Guy Tycoon. And if you can look me up by my name also. And we do classes once a week. We just teach you about I do a strategy Sunday every Sunday, and we talk about those when we talk about our stock picks. It's completely free. Anybody can join it, and just listen. We talk about it's a 2-part show. We talk about stocks that are hot or stocks that I'm looking at. Then we talk about, some business and motivational type things at the end. But with that being said, we also do live classes, webinars every week or every other week. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see those notices come across.
And where are you located at, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm down in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so y'all been living. You've been outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that big ass smile. Yeah. I'm in New York, man. Shit out here, man. Listen,
I know, man.
I appreciate you for coming by and sharing some of your tips again and blessing my audience with your presence. Thank you again for coming by. Ladies and gentlemen, give it one time for Armando. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as Armando's gone, I think he's the real deal. I know there was a lot of people in the comments giving some negativity, but I think he's the real deal. I think he's a genuine person. And if you might have a particular gripe with Armando, I think that might be a personal thing. I'm not saying he may not have gotten over on you particularly, but I don't think that's who he is just off talking to him for a couple of minutes. But thank you for Armando. Thank you for everyone that tuned in. Like, subscribe, share. If you had a problem, you want to talk about it, leave your comments below. And that's it. Well, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. I love you. Be safe. The wrap-up will be dropping tomorrow. It's the Sit Down. I'll see y'all on Tuesday.